Hey swimmers, it's Celeste from Simple Swims Fitness and Health. I'm here at my home base, Mountain Club on Moon, and I'm ready to show you a nice stretch for the hip, which is really important for swimming. It's important in general, but for swimming, because you want to be able to take that kick, you want to be able to take that leg back into hip extension, and oftentimes our hips are really tight because we're always in this folded forward kind of position. So especially, if you're a triathlete, you're on the bike and you're in that flexed position on the bike. But when you're swimming and when you're running, you need that hip to go into hip extension. So we're going to go down on the floor, and I'm going to take you through one of my favorite stretches for the hip extension. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I have the band just attached to the ladder, and then I have the stretch cord going around the back of my hip. So I'm taking the towel and I'm going to sink into it so that my knee is a little behind my hip. And this front leg that shin is vertical. So I'm really gripping through the glutes, and I don't want to rotate to the side, so I really want to have those hips square. So as I sink into it and engage the glutes, I'm going to keep the pelvis level, so I don't want to be tilting forward. Okay, I'm going to move that buttocks down, pull up on the belly button, pull up on that pubic bone, okay, to really open up the front here of that hip. So again, I'm square, and this is really kind of nice because I was just doing some cycling. Now I'm going to hop in the pool, so from that flexed position from being on the bike, and then needing to be in hip extension when I'm in the water. So this is a really nice stretch to do before I go into the pool. So I'm engaging the glutes. So I'm going to need that glute activation when I'm in the water. So whenever that leg goes behind, the glutes need to activate. Okay, the hamstrings are going to work. And if you're a kicker kicking from the knees, okay, your hip might be so tight that it's hard for you to go into hip extension, okay? And so then as a result, you're bending that knee. So this is a really nice stretch. Get into it, hold it, be able to take some nice deep belly breaths. You don't want to be leaning forward, okay? So you really want to keep that pelvis level. Again, really activate that glute. Hold it for 90 seconds or so. You're going to feel that. Take those deep breaths and then change it up to the other side, okay? So there you have it, taking that nice stretch, getting the hip into extension, which is really important when you're in the pool doing that flutter kick for your freestyle. All right, I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer. If you don't have the stretch cord, that's fine. You can really get into this without it and just kind of holding that position. Key is to have that knee a little behind the hip, so I'll draw a straight line down from my hip. My knee is just a little to the back. Take some nice deep breaths. Also kind of nice to get a little stretch through the ankle in the back there. Again, so I was on the bike, the toe was just always, that foot's always in flexion. Putting some downward pressure on the top of my foot to open up that area. Kind of fun, just hanging out. Okay, and then I'm just going to switch sides, take it to the other side. And again, if you don't have that strap, that's fine. And I invite you to get into this before your next swim. Give it a try. If you can, do it as close to your swim time as possible. So be sure that you're activating glutes here on deck or on land. And then applying that, you want to feel the glutes activated when you're in the water and you're taking that leg up, okay? So when you're flutter kicking in the water, your leg's going to go up straight, but then it's going to bend on the down. And imagine if my shoulder was the hip, I want the movement to come from here and not just from the knee. And as a runner and cyclist, I really also don't have great ankle flexibility. So getting that foot to bend and getting this little ankle stretch is kind of a twofer, which is always nice to be able to feed two birds with one seed. All right, well, I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit longer, get both sides in about the equal amount of time, and then I'm gonna hop in the pool and do a little swim, getting ready for my next triathlon that's coming up in a few weeks. All right, make sure you hit like and subscribe. If you like this video, I'll be posting more each week, so make sure that you tune in and don't miss anything. All right, ciao for now.